Right, I'm back. Okay. I think now it's time to have the worker build a road to Koizan, and then, yeah, deal with whatever's found there. Big cat enclosure. Subdue a dart frog. And an Ethiopian wolf. Remove the lumberjack. Start quarrying that obsidian. It's nice to randomly stumble upon that. Having a second source of obsidian. Would you please stop using up the events cap? Guessing that's how it works. Give me a moment. Cobra. I should be able to take this city down finally. 99.7%. And yeah, this is the weakest one. As it lacks the bamboo armor trait. Well, promotion. So, no thank you. 5% chance is really something I don't want to risk this 200 XP unit on. 200 XP is ridiculous. Oh no. Well, I guess I don't need to found another city. There's Bantu right here. On the other hand, it's just 3 archers, so... 20% is interesting. Finally. Missed. Let's do some bombardment. Ah, they all missed. At least you won. I already burned all my bad luck on that. Who? Nope. First. Hey. No. Oh, good. Yeah, the collateral damage is stacking up to the point where the Garrison 3 Archer took some damage, which actually improves my chances. Nice. I don't have Blitz on this unit, so... Heal. Wait a turn, and I'll send you back to do something. Probably help with the construction of the ancient customs. Those enemies will heal fast, though. So I need to ensure that I can take them down one at a time. Pause. No, that's too risky. Heal. Strike. There we go. Bonus movement and hills. I'll take that. The archer's so weak that the hunter could take the city. Okay.
When God created the horse, he said to the magnificent creature, I have made thee as no other. All the treasures of the earth lie between thy eyes. Thou shalt carry my friends upon thy back. Thy saddle shall be the seat of prayers to me, and thou shalt fly without wings and conquer without sword, O horse.
A lot of cultural stuff, but time to move on. Oh, the horse archer. But I think I don't need any more military technology. I can focus on doing other things. Never mind. Exotic herbivore. Using an elephant on an enclosure is a bit of a waste. There is, however, no need for an elephant herd in any of the mainland cities. Except maybe all the way down here, but that is a danger. Nope, not even there. And I don't want to bother dealing with that, so... I'll send you to a city that doesn't have a carnival yet and set one up. Heal. Bombard. That's pretty close to 100%. Plus 310 production. Thank you. Your contribution is greatly appreciated. I could dance. Stonebridge. What attacked me? Saipon. Oh. There's a hunter here. Love to turn you into a set of remains, but it's still too dangerous for me to move units around that far south. Tribal Guardian. Wow. We're down to that unit now. You're gonna need a bird. Hunters cannot pillage. Interesting. Ooh, a rhinoceros. Tribal Guardian's gone. Well, the toughest initial unit in the game. They've lost it, so. Unicorn tail? Join the city. Hurry production. Hurry production. Start up a carnival here. I remember I set one of these cities to build a work mule, but not here. I thought I did. You've already gone through all your city raider. Yeesh. Heal. Guaranteed victory. Oh, and the tile's now mine for the moment. This may end up changing, but if it doesn't, I should have no trouble healing myself up. The wolf enclosure takes longer to build, so... Fine. Head back. Oh, wait. And it's sticking, too. That's great. The correct option is use the 100% chance units. Alright. Yeah, I'd rather not. No, it went back to the city automatically. Nice. Although my worker should obviously remove the wooden palisade, so that stuff stops happening. Honestly, the most useful aspect of it is that it, well, beyond, providing me with marble in the city, it's really baiting the barbarians to walk onto that tile. Really doesn't do anything else. 4 production. Okay, the carpenter is obviously the unit to go, the building to go for. Okay, so tannery. Forge takes 27 turns. That's fine. That's also fine. So is that, and then this. Oh, so I do have borax. Okay. I'll figure out the rest later. Oh, good. It's in a city's influence. Excellent. That means I don't need the palisade at all. I can do without it, which is my preference. You can heal. Yep, that's the defenses of that city are falling apart. Okay, what now? Let's just have that should have access. Do I have silk? I don't know. Combat. There's a donkey over there, which is a, well, fairly valuable one. Oh, great. Combat 5. There's a combat 6, but... Oh, that's fine. Okay. Gives plus 25% strikes. And that's Brazil. Not Brazil. Ethiopia gone. Two gatherers, which are useless. Well, I can upgrade them. And then 5 workers. It is going to take 175 turns for the seed to calm down. Since I'm no longer at war, I can focus my attention on other things. Ah, thank you. Okay. Right. What now? Bridge. Oh, right, I have to build a mining camp here eventually. Just automate improvements. Ah, there's an Axum there. Eee, that's not good. Okay, so I would be better off finding humpback whales instead. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Okay, that was painful, but overall unproblematic. Besides, I believe you have March, so should not in fact be an issue. That stack can wait until I'm ready to attack Byzantium, which I could have waited on. I don't see the need to take them out immediately. They definitely sit on the eventually scale, but for now, no, it's not necessary. Yeah, you have March, so I don't need to set you in one place to heal. So long as I keep you in, don't try anything particularly dumb, should be fine. Also, I think a bridge building tech is coming up. Construction enables bridge building. Can I do that? Ancient machinery and hydraulic mining. Okay. Road building. There. So with that, a lot of new movement options open up. At the very least, it makes movement less annoying. Let's put it that way. Especially in this area where you are guaranteed, you are required to cross the river. You want to get to this portion. Which is, yeah, not something I appreciate all too highly. Bird. Big cat. There we go. A kookaburra. Tail.
If in other sciences we should arrive at certainty without doubt and truth without error, it behooves us to place the foundations of knowledge in mathematics.
One production. If it's that bad, then in that order, please. Got attacked by a sloth bear. Neat. I've completed the Melanesian culture. I don't need it now that I've gotten lucky enough to get Wootz steel. there's a work mule. I can get those otherwise inaccessible units at things. And here's the first hero unit. Allows me to build. Also allows me to build one of these. One of the many achievements. What's the military achievement do again? New units receive +2 XP in all cities and +25% general merchants. So the rate at which these experience points towards a grave person are earned is increased by that amount. It counts for that much more, specifically. Okay, focus on improving your production. Now that we have the culture available, I can do some more stuff. It's quite neat. Okay, look towards that. That's the very reason why I need the mule. Probably should go ahead and grab that old copy for... That's a wallaby. Claimed. That's life seen as evaded. That is merely a Neanderthal slinger. It's been sitting there for ages. I should be able to take it down without major complications. So, Wetlands Camp, it might produce something new and useful. Might. Besides, with road building, I get to build improved roads. That can get me places. Many, many places. Okay, Apia still needs a kangaroo herd, so... And the solution is obvious. Take a turn to heal. Once the capital finally builds that hunter unit I've been waiting ages for. Ranger. Well, it's a hunter class unit, so... And I might as well refer to it in that manner. Sure, I believe they would love to have a wild turkey as part of their menagerie. It is a bit of a silly thought. I do wonder which sea this will go to, since it's... Actually, it should go to Quaison, if I'm correct. Yes. There's actually no single tile that's equidistant. Or there might be, but it's not that simple. Amphibian pond? When will I pick up scientific method? I am in the classical period, and I think that's Renaissance. Yeah, here's gunpowder. Here's biology. Their scientific method. Okay, so they're really close to each other. There isn't really much of a point to a distinction on when I get one or the other. Naturally, what applies to one pretty much applies to both. Oh, because I'm sending you back there. Not entirely sure what happened here. But that is some easy XP to farm. Kangaroo herd? That orca. And it moved away. Okay, sad. Not much of a point then. The most cultured civs. Yep, we're down to 7 players. Yep, classical is when the music starts to get a little grand. Yeah. With all that, I can start focusing my own productive capacity towards more cities, as well as necessarily building up the money required, production required to keep my finances in check. There we go. Hunter 3, Hunter 4, Snare 1, and Snare 2, and then Snare 3. So pretty much bare minimum. Go, Electrum, Shell Worker, Mathematics Academy. Because Mathematics Academy requires building maintenance, so I need to find something that gets me more money. I'm surprised I don't have a sharing barn yet. Let's build that first, just in case that provides me with something. So I think having access to wool opens up more options. Also, great person in Suva next turn. Nothing better to build. I guess we've got a carnival going now. Hawking Hut. And Health Spa. Yeah, it would definitely provide me more than a great doctor. Though the Health Spa will eventually become part of the healthcare megaplex. Mega complex, but oh, that's very distant. Very distant future. Watchtower as well, and walls. For some reason the watchtower is cheaper to build. Double production speed with stone. Oh, that's why. Oh, it's still cheaper because realistic. Yeah, realistic makes it cheaper. Much, much cheaper. Like you wouldn't believe how much cheaper. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have animations. Second there, I was wondering if it did. But no. retreat a turn. Well, of course, you know the birds cannot move towards the outrigger. Toucan. Ooh, iron smelter. Soon I'll be able to build a bunch of iron workers.
Let none but geometers enter here.
Yeah, let me just double the science of the Mathematics Academy. Oh, and that's under the world map, which means I can now see what... Yeah, the latitude on space maps is busted. Latitude general, yeah, latitude is busted on space maps. It doesn't work like it should. Which is why you can't build a lot of the, you know, the far northern stuff. Closure? There we go. Oh, and a military captive is perfect. After all, it means that I can hurry up the construction. But yes, it took a lot longer than I wanted to, but here's one really good feature of Civ 4. If you zoom out enough, the map turns into a globe. Problem is, space maps break this because they're way, way taller than they're supposed to be. And it's not perfect because the ice caps are much, much larger than they should be. But it's still something that no other Civ game does. So... Should be able to build stuff here, but... Huh? Well, there's tiny little PNGs of pumpkins here, so... Yep, flat images. Ah, the wonders of 3D modeling. But yes, progress in building up that mining camp is going to be slow for a long while. So. So many birds on mountaintops. Okay, that's a tin mine built. Now to make a tin smelter. With that, I can start working tin. And oh ho ho, is that going to provide a lot of help. But yes, in case you haven't noticed, certain enclosures do not specifically require a carnival. A governor's menagerie is also good enough. Zoos also work too. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to go in between. trading post eventually in order to unlock all the production buildings. Oh, so I don't have a toucan. Okay. I knew it was unfamiliar, to some degree unfamiliar, but I wasn't sure of it. Spot of couscous. Hunting preserve for the beavers. There's a slight chance that there's an island here. Would be a particularly small island, though. And someday I will have to build the community garden. Deer camp? Completely forgot about that. Okay, there's room for a kangaroo herd over there, so... Is that a Indian rhinoceros tail or a herd? Probably a tail. Yep, I was missing the toucan tail. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it on time. Wondrous stuff, isn't it? Okay, Ethiopia's gone, which means I can focus on development a bit more. Spreading out, building new cities, spreading out a bit more. I'm gonna need a city in this area somewhere, probably around here. Fine clay would actually be a pretty good spot. And then start heading around here. There's a massive amount of territory I need to start settling. There's also this island that I do want to get. Well, at least they're not building any more settlers, which means it probably survived, right? I've also centered the world map. Yeah. For reference on how big the space map is, this is the top of the normal game world. And this is the entirety of the space map. The zoom out feature is kind of broken because normally you see the whole world map like this as a globe, but the feature breaks because the map is too tall to fit properly. But yeah, stuff's been going on. So now that I have work mules now, so I've started mining in the mountains. For the moment, it's just going to stick with where resources are. Well, look, there's also this mountain here that I'm going to mine, and then over here. But there's actually not very many mountains on this map, so for the moment, there's no reason to. I've also brought a hunter here in order to start clearing up all the animals that are over here. I do want to deal with this stuff over here, settle a city. Not sure on which tile, perhaps here, maybe here. Honestly, this would probably be the best spot. Shows that everything's within reach. Or perhaps I could plop it right here. I do want to be able to take advantage of some of the sea resources. Yeah, this spot should be fine. But the decision could be made later. I'm also still learning to work my way through the classical tech tree. Though, no, the game is beginning to slow a bit, but I'm trying to keep things automated so that it stays fast. But it's starting to have some issues, but I can work around it. Just need to ensure that most of my cities make more money than they cost in maintenance, which is surprisingly difficult, all things considered. But with more and more buildings being set up, that should work fine. Okay, yeah. The sharing barn does seem to have unlocked new options. Let me check another city that I know has, almost certainly has the ability to build a shearing barn. Oh, weird. Yeah, that's strange. Okay. Get to the Civilopedia entry here. Where is it? Shearing barn. Right, it's one wool. Extra gold for tapestry maker's shop. And an extra gold from the weaver. Okay. So it's a bit more gold. That's nice. Either way. Things are going fairly well. I just need to make sure the budget doesn't collapse because, well, it will in about 200 turns if I don't improve the situation. And considering the Mathematics Academy is going to worsen things slightly, at least the various academies. Ethiopia is no more. We will take 100. It is going to take a lot of turns to start making their capital useful, though. It took a lot of turns to capture the city in the first place, so. And I'm sure that is surprisingly few units, I must say. It shouldn't be too hard to take down Constantinople. I just want to take the time to expand on my own first before trying to wipe them off the map to ensure that I can fix the money issue. In theory, I can drop science to 80%. But that lowers my science production by 300 per turn, which is more than 10%. So, no, I won't be doing that. I want a research calendar in 8 turns, not 9. Especially since calendar is going to give me even more stuff. Like makes the community garden actually useful to build. I will build it. Don't worry. Eventually it's going to become one of the more powerful buildings. But I've gone on long enough. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.